Welcome back to the Aussie Prepper channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about search warrants and what happens during a search warrant. Have you ever wondered what your rights are when police show up at your door with a search warrant, or even without a search warrant? I do already have a video out where I talk about whether or not you have to open the door when police turn up at your house. So I would suggest after you've watched this video here, go back and look up the next video and watch that. Today we're going to break down what a search warrant entails, when police can search your home without a search warrant, and some of the most common myths relating to search warrants. So this video is a general explanation of how search warrants work in Australia. Now basically a search warrant is a legal document issued by a court or magistrate that allows police to search a specific place named in the search warrant. This place may be your home, your car, or your business, or any other place named in the search warrant. Maybe it's your shed. Now search warrants are very specific, so they will generally tell you what can be searched, what police are looking for, and when they can search for it. And this is very, very important, because if police are searching for a motorbike that is named in the search warrant, they can't be searching your kitchen cupboards, under your bed and your bedside tables, because the motorbike is not going to fit in your bedside table or in your kitchen cupboards or any other place like that. So if they're looking for a motorbike, they can generally only search areas where the motorbike can realistically be. And this is very, very important. So if the search warrant specifies they're searching for a motorbike, however, the police are searching for your bedside table and they find something illegal in your bedside table, it can later be argued in court that the search was illegal, and therefore you may not be found guilty at court for having whatever they found in your bedside table, because that part of the search was illegal. They can't be searching your bedside table drawers while they're looking for a motorbike. Now the second very important thing is, once they find the item that they're searching for, so once they find the motorbike, they then can't search anymore. So once they find that motorbike, the search warrant is completed. There's nothing else they're looking for. However, if the search warrant specifies the motorbike and the keys, well, that's another whole different story. So then they can search your drawers and every other place looking for the keys of the said motorbike. And then if they find something illegal in your bedside table, while they're searching for the keys, that find is then legally admissible as evidence. These points are very, very important. Now, in most cases, police will need a search warrant to search private property. But as always, there's exceptions to this rule. For example, if you give consent for police to enter and search your property, they don't need a warrant. If there's an emergency and police reasonably believe that there may be evidence that you're destroying, as in you may be flushing drugs down the toilet, they can then enter and search without a warrant. And in some cases, police do have special powers, like drug searches, firearms offences and terrorist investigations. Now, you do have some rights while police are executing the search warrant. You can ask them what the search warrant is for, and then you generally also give them the opportunity to show them that item. So if they're looking for that stolen motorbike, you can then say, oh look, the motorbike's in the garage. You can show them the motorbike, and then you can also say, I've got the keys here, there's the keys, and that is the end of the search warrant. So that way police won't be searching for your entire house, because they will turn up, they will present the warrant, you'll be asking them, what are you searching for? You'll go, I'm searching. They will say, we're searching for motorbike and the keys, and then you can go, well, the keys are there, the motorbike's in the garage, and that's the end of the search warrant. Another right you have is to be present while the searching is going on, and you can also film and record the search as long as you do not interfere with any of the police activities. If police have a valid search warrant, you cannot refuse entry to police. And I've seen comments about the Dezi Freeman case where people saying they were breaking into his home, so he was acting in self-defense. No, that is not how it works. Police have a search warrant. If you don't let them in, they can break your door down legally. That's what a search warrant is all about. So let's have a look at some common myths that people believe about search warrants. The first one is that police need a warrant at all times to search your car, to search your home, etc., etc. That is not correct. There's emergency exemptions and also consent searches and a few other things that will exempt them from needing a search warrant. Another myth is police cannot search your phone or computer. Well, that is a yes and a no. Again, I've got a whole video about that topic, so maybe you want to go and watch that video after you've watched this one. But a quick rundown is, if the phone is named in the search warrant and the computer is named in the search warrant, they can definitely search your phone and your computer. And it may be an offence if you do not provide police with the required passwords to get into those devices. And myth number 3, we've already touched on that. If you don't open the door, police can't enter. Yes, they can. They will smash down your door to get inside the house, and any of the damages they create in the process is not their problem, it's your problem, because you didn't open the door. That is the point of the search warrant. They can enter using force. Now, what happens if you refuse the search or don't provide the passwords that you're required to provide? Well, you will be facing additional charges for those things. You could be charged with obstructing police and other related offences. It is almost always better to agree with the search and just comply with the warrant, and then the matter can be sorted out at court at a later date. There's no point arguing with the people attending with the search warrant, because you're just going to get arrested and get extra charges put on you. It is very important to know your basic rights in these situations, because it means you won't be caught off guard if anything ever happens. And I can already see the comments, if you've done nothing wrong, what have you got to hide, etc., etc., all that rubbish. That is completely irrelevant. Whether you've got stuff to hide or not, it's got nothing to do with it. You could be completely innocent while your neighbour that absolutely hates you rang up the police tip line and said that you're selling drugs from the house, or that you're growing drugs in your house, or that you've done anything else that's wrong. So you don't have to have done anything wrong for police to turn up at your house with a search warrant. This can happen to absolutely anyone. Now, if you've got any questions about anything in the video, leave your question down below. I'll try and answer all questions to the best of my ability and the time that I've got to answer questions. I do get a lot of comments on these videos, and I do my best to try and get to most of them. Sometimes I just can't keep up. You can also donate $1 or $2 to the channel by hitting that little dollar icon down the bottom there and following the instructions. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favour, give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more videos from Aussie Prepper. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.